Watch me eat.
Another one.
Watch me eat.
Oh.
Swallow my cum. It's a fucking bear! No!
It bites!
Again.
Stick your finger in my...
She's huge, but she's so beautiful.
Inactivate our weakness policy.
Not on my watch!
Purdy.
Okay.
That play was horrible. Why even risk that?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Protect.
Not again.
Failure!
6 hot loads.
Flawless victory.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video featuring Fishious Rend, Azumarill, and some Jellicent salt at the end. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more of this kind of content on my channel, the best way to show your support is to leave a like on the video, as that helps show you guys do enjoy this content on my channel, and more likes on the video equals more motivation. And if you have any suggestions for like a future video, like movesets or strategies or whatever, or like cool replays you want to see me showcase, leave them in the comments down below. I read all of my comments because I have no life, so don't hesitate to leave a comment, as it also helps with the YouTube algorithm. So I figure I'd take a minute to explain my thought process I had making this team, because a few of you guys might be confused or curious on how this team works, or like my thought process I had making this team. So but before I do get into the team analysis, I do want to mention that this team was made for fun, not to win a tournament. So if you're trying to win a VGC tournament, this team might not be the team for you. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into the team analysis. I wanted to make a team like this many months ago because I wanted to see if there was any other ways you could use Fishious Rend, because if you guys didn't know, Fishious Rend is quite the overpowered, overloaded move. Your base power doubles if you move before the target. That's the only thing required to get a 170 base power attack, which is stronger than Hyper Beam and Giga Impact and Hydro Cannon. That's absolutely insane. There's like no drawback to it either. Even if you don't move before them, you still have an 85 base power water move. So I was looking at Pokemon that learned Copycat before the Isle of Armor, and then I saw like everything that got Copycat was pretty crap and couldn't really use Fishious Rend because they're not water type or have a very high base attack. Like there's like Flareon, I guess, but what's Flareon gonna do with unstab Fishious Rend? So I sort of like put this team idea in the garbage once I realized nothing with Copycat could really take advantage of Fishious Rend. But in the Isle of Armor, Azumarill gets Copycat, so it's actually the perfect opportunity to use Copycat Fishious Rend. And Azumarill's been used on a lot of meme strategies on this channel lately. Like I've used it on the Misty Explosion Passimian team, so Azumarill has a lot of meme potential. So of course we have Copycat on the Azumarill to copy the Arctovish's Fishious Rend, and this works really well because if you Dynamax your Arctovish and go for Max Geyser using Fishious Rend, you actually Copycat Fishious Rend, and the Arctovish sets up the Rain for the Azumarill, which is pretty huge. You can get Rain boosted, huge power Fishious Rends up, which is stronger than Dracovish's Fishious Rend. And yeah, outside of that, Play Rough and Aqua are just nice stab moves to have in Azumarill. And Protect's on there just because I want to protect myself. I could have ran like Superpower or Ice Punch or something, but I figure Protect's probably good if I need to, you know, save myself an extra turn, because positioning this team to get Arctovish and Azumarill on the field at the same time is pretty difficult, so Protect is very nice to give yourself a free turn. Now the reason why I'm using Arctovish over Dracovish on this team is because our boy Dracovish has a nearly 8% usage rate where Arctovish has less than 1%, and on the WeedleTwineedle channel I love using underutilized Pokemon, so I decided to use Arctovish on a strategy over Dracovish because everyone knows about Dracovish, but Arctovish is just like, it's the mag. It's literally mag, so I love Arctovish and we stand Arctovish on this channel. So I have Fishious Rend and Icicle Crash on Arctovish for dual stab, and the last moves I figure Arctovish doesn't really need anything. Like, I'm not going to be clicking anything else besides my dual stab, so I have Protect and Aurora Veil. Now Aurora Veil is on this set because after your Dynamax wears off and you have Max Hailstorm set up, you obviously set up the Aurora Veil, and to be honest with you, I was just like experimenting. Obviously there's probably better moves you can run on this set, but there was the one play I made where I maxed guard with my Arctovish and then copycatted it with the Azumarill, which was like half the reason I even made this video in the first place. Was the first replay where I copycatted the Aurora Veil, which is hilarious, and then there's also that Jellicent Salt at the end. So like those two replays are the entire reason you guys are even seeing this video. So Comfey's on this team to synergize with like pretty much everything. Comfey is actually very underrated when it comes to support because it has Triage, I think that's how you pronounce it, which increases your healing moves by 3 in like priority bracket. So Follow Me, Fake Out, all that stuff will not block your floor healing, so you can heal your allies, and you can also Giga Drain your allies to proc their weakness policy or proc Bouffalant and Sap Sipper. So yeah, Comfey is actually pretty good. If you guys haven't gotten wrecked by Comfey in the VGC ladder already, I'm kind of surprised if you don't know what Comfey does. And my Jellicent is on here just because I really like Jellicent and I wanted to utilize it on this team because I haven't really used it in VGC before. So I have Water Spout and Trick Room, Energy Ball and Shadow Ball just for an offensive Jellicent set. That's pretty much my thought process behind it. Most Jellicents you see that run Trick Room are either like Imprisoned Trick Room or like defensive with Strength Sap, so I wanted to try offensive Jellicent, especially with the synergy between Floral Healing and Water Spout. You can actually heal up your Jellicent and give it super strong Water Spouts, which is very, very nice, and you can Giga Drain self-proc the weakness policy and go from there. And yeah, that's my thought process behind Jellicent and Comfey. Now Togedemaru's on this team just because I wanted Lightning Rod to help with 3 water types being weak to electricity. I kind of wanted some Pokemon to deal with electric type attacks. Now this Togedemaru is mainly meant for support. It has Volt Switch, Fake Out, Zing Zap for a stab. Volt Switch is for self-procking your Jellicent's weakness policy, and then bringing in either Arctovish or Azumarill for easier positioning purposes. And yeah, Zing Zap's on there for stab, and then Steel Roller's on here just for Rillaboom, to be honest, because if you can get rid of the grassy terrain, it cannot grassy glide you and destroy you, and that was my thought process behind even running Togedemaru over Raichu in the first place. And the last Pokemon on my team is Bouffalant. This is mainly to synergize with the Comfey, with the Giga Drain, and it's also because my team is quite weak to grass types because I do have 3 water types, so having a Pokemon immune to grass type attacks is very, very nice. So yeah, we have Head Charge, High Horsepower, Close Combat, Iron Head, mainly moves to use while you're Dynamaxed, and we have Max HP, Max Attack, just so we do as much damage as possible with the Sap Sipper. And Max Steel Spike and Max Quake give you defense boosts, alongside Comfey's Floral Healing. It actually becomes very difficult to kill, which is really, really nice. But yeah, that is the thought process behind this team. If you have any other questions or concerns involving this team, leave them in the comments down below. But that will do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. I love you all very, very much, and I'll check you guys in my next video.